Excuse me. Maison de Velour, maker of the finest French-style wines in California, is proud to present the Q Footsteps Audio Workshop. Maison de Velour, American wines with the exquisite taste of a Parisian adventure. Treat your guests to a European getaway while staying at home with Maison de Velour. Thank you.
Welcome to part 2 of our thrilling tale, Eddie James, Will Ruby, and the Great Christmas Heist. As you may recall, the city of Los Angeles is under siege by an odd ring of thieves who only steal Christmas-themed items. The chief of police has enlisted the aid of our favorite private detectives, Will Ruby and Eddie James, and his partner, Susie Beck. They had only gotten as far as interviewing 2 of the victims when one of those victims is murdered. Murdered? Over a Christmas bauble? Or was there a darker reason? Let's find out.
The city is a lonely place. I know. I walk its streets. I'm Eddie James. Being a lonely man in that lonely city gives me a chance to see things other people miss. And that makes me a good detective.
Oh no, not this again. I thought we said this would be an optimistic caper.
No, you said it. I never agreed to it.
Well, agree to it already. It's Christmas. Even you can manage to be happy for one day.
Hey, I'm happy more often than you think. Oh, fine. Do it your way.
Thanks. Will Ruby and Eddie James here. I hope you were here for our last episode because it was jam-packed with murder and
Hang
intrigue.
on. I changed my mind. I want to give this a try.
My way?
Yeah.
Be my guest.
Hi. Eddie James here with Will Ruby. You want excitement? Well, we have tons for you tonight, along with danger and maybe some laughs. Nope, this is ridiculous. All right, I'm doing your way, my way, okay? You already know who we are. You also know what happened last time thanks to that Stygian guy. Where does that get us? It gets us to a dead woman's house that's complete with the dead woman. Hadley sent Danny to tell us, and the 4 of us, Danny, Will, Susie, and I, headed over to the crime scene. There, okay? How's that?
A little dry, but it's better than bleak. Yeah, let's get to that crime scene.
Here they are, sir.
It's about time.
We came as soon as Danny told us, so what happened?
Someone shot and killed one of our Christmas victims. I thought you said Danny told you.
That's all he told us. What was she shot with? What part of her body? Any indication of forced entry?
Ah, you sound like my sister. Whatever happened to femininity?
I have plenty. It is possible to be feminine and intelligent, you know.
Yeah, I do know. My wife won't let me forget it. In answer to your questions, she was shot with a .38 in the back and no sign of forced entry.
Yeah. And she definitely knew her attacker.
Agreed. And her attacker was a man.
And what is making you 2 so sure about that?
2 glasses on the table, only one has lipstick on it.
And she was shot in the back, which adds to the idea that she knew her killer. People don't turn their back to a stranger. And a simple robbery couldn't be the motive. She's still wearing a diamond bracelet, and her purse is right there on the coffee table. Nice catch on the glasses, Eddie.
Likewise on the bracelet.
We're just masters of our craft.
Ooh, agreed. Well, that was disgusting.
It was also redundant. We already noticed those bright boys. See anything we might not have picked up?
Yeah, she wasn't shot here.
Not shot here. Oh. Yeah, I see it now. You're right, Susie. You win the Cupid doll for brightest bulb in the chandelier.
Huh? How? What?
Susie's right. There's not enough blood. There should be a pool of blood around her, especially as she died about 2 hours ago, according to the coroner.
Oh. Right. Well, if she wasn't killed here, where was she killed?
I'm guessing somewhere in this house. I said we take a look around. Someone should check for drag marks outside, though, just in case the body was brought in from outside.
I'll check her bedroom. Care to join me, Will?
Ooh, the things you say.
Oh, the things you suggest. That would never happen. Let's go.
I'll take the kitchen.
Yeah, I'll join you. I'll have the boys take a look outside.
I'll give this room another going over. We may have missed something.
We're missing a lot of things. A motive, a weapon, and a suspect just to start.
Yep, this is a woman's bedroom.
You say that like you're afraid of it. Don't worry, the false eyelashes won't jump up and stick on your lids.
I'm not afraid of it. It's just foreign territory. Does she really have fake eyelashes?
Looks like she has an entire cosmetic department on that vanity table, including 3 pairs of false eyelashes. And, no.
No what?
Your girlfriend does not wear them. At least not when I've seen her. Just in case you were wondering.
Oh. Well, I wasn't, but thanks for letting me know. Roberta can do whatever she wants. It's all fine with me.
Including writing the case files of Eddie James?
Ooh. You know, huh?
I do, but Eddie doesn't. And I think we should keep it that way, at least for now.
Okay. For what it's worth, she didn't know Eddie was real. She inherited the show from another writer and wasn't given the backstory until recently.
I had a feeling. Your surprise when you met Eddie was just that, not surprise mixed with guilt.
Huh. You're really something, Susie Beck.
Yeah, something most people can't mention in mixed company. So, besides makeup, what else can we find in here?
A lot of French labels. Hey, what's back there?
A cabinet? Careful, it's probably for undergarments. You wouldn't want to see those.
I've seen ladies' undergarments before. May Company puts them between the front door and the elevator. I don't think there's any lingerie in here, though. It's a safe.
A safe? Interesting place to put one. Is it open?
No, but it will be. Push some of those clothes away and give me a minute.
Well, well, and I thought you were on the right side of the law.
Oh, I am. It just helps to know bad guy stuff. Keeps the odds a bit more even, you know. Now, let's see what's in it.
Oh, you do that and I'll look for bloodstains.
What do we have here? A whole bunch of stuff. Let's see, here's a photograph. A husband, maybe? Yeah, according to the back, it sure is. Let's see, his death certificate, will, her passport. Whew, and quite a stash of jewels.
Found the crime scene!
Where?
Balcony. Looks like she might have been chased out there. Was there anything in the safe?
There sure was. Take a look.
Oh, the Santa brooch, snowman necklace set, and holly ring she told me about. And a diamond snowflake pin and matching earrings she didn't mention.
Yeah, there's a photograph, too, of the late husband.
It's a copy of one she has in the living room. I noticed it earlier. We'd better get all of this downstairs and get the fingerprint guys up here. Wayne isn't the most patient of people.
Neither is my brother. I'd say it was a cop thing, but I used to be one and I was never like that.
Maybe that's why you quit.
Something doesn't smell right.
I think it's a garbage. Looks like she had fish for dinner.
I mean the case, wise guy. Something doesn't smell right about this whole thing. Judy Summers' murder has to be connected to the theft of her brooch. It happened too soon after the theft for it not to be.
It would be one heck of a coincidence if it wasn't. Are the murderer and the thief the same person, though? I don't think so. Not if we're right about the victim knowing their assailant. She didn't know the thief.
Maybe the thief works for the murderer or is part of the gang. Oh, and don't forget that party she and that other victim were both at.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm going to have another conversation with Mr. Jones as soon as we're finished here.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but you can't come in here. It's a crime scene.
A crime scene? Not possible. It's my sister's home, not a den of ill repute. I've come to see my sister, and that's what I'm going to do. Out of my way.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
She's not here.
What's going on in here?
This woman claims to be the sister of the victim.
I'm not claiming I am Judy's sister.
Well, I'm Lieutenant Hadley, and you can believe me when I tell you you're not coming in here. This is a crime scene, and not even you will be allowed to contaminate it.
You're not kidding, are you?
No, he's not.
What happened? Is Judy all right?
I heard shouting. What's going on?
Sister.
That's right. I'm Judy's sister, and I'm tired of getting the runaround. Who are you, and where is my sister?
I'm Lieutenant Ruby of the Los Angeles Police Department Homicide Division, and, as to your sister...
Homicide? Oh no!
If she thinks that's going to get her into the crime scene, she has another thing coming.
She heard that if she faked it. There's a study down the hall. I'll lay her down in there. That'll keep her out, real or fake.
A second victim?
No, a sister who fainted when she put two and two together. And before you ask, no, we don't know what she's doing here. We hadn't gotten that far. You two find anything?
Yeah, the actual scene of the crime. The balcony off the master bedroom.
Oh, good. Statler! Waldorf! Get up here and examine every last inch!
Did you find anything else?
Yeah, we did. I found a safe full of things, including these jewels.
Miss Summers mentioned all of those items when I spoke to her, except for the snowflake set.
Huh. Wonder why she left those out.
Ah, very good question, Lieutenant Hadley. Wish I had an answer. What I do have is the rest of the contents of the safe, including a photo of her late husband. Anyone you know?
Nope. Not ringing any bells. Danny, you know him?
He's not familiar to me either, sir.
He doesn't look familiar, but the background does. That's the same party, or at least the same home.
Oh, yeah. We need to pay Palmer Jones another visit.
I already had that thought. I'm sure he's left work for the day, but his home address should be on his police report. Who would have that, Wayne? The crime happened mid-Wilshire.
I can get that for you, Eddie.
In the meantime, we should see how that sister is doing and what she's doing here.
I should really be the one to question her.
Oh, let's all go, big brother. There's safety in numbers or something.
Fine, but I'll do the talking and the rest of you do the listening.
Oh, what happened? Where am I?
You're in the study. I brought you in here when you fainted.
The study. Oh, Judy's house. Yes, that's right. You said you're in homicide. What happened?
Your, sister was shot and killed. Do you have any idea who might have done this or why?
What? Oh, no. No, I don't. I have no idea. Oh, she was such a lovely person. I can't imagine anyone wanting to kill her.
Try harder. There must be something.
Whoa, easy there, big brother. Let me give it a shot. What's your name, miss?
Lois Summers. Oh, you have a nice face. Are you a policeman, too?
I'm police adjacent. Were you and your sister close?
No, not very, I'm afraid. We've had differences of opinion since we were children, but that doesn't mean I didn't love her. She was my sister.
Why did you come here today?
It's almost Christmas, and I got to thinking it would be nice for us to let bygones be bygones and be a family again. I sent her a letter proposing the same, and she said okay, and that I should drop by this evening.
So you hadn't actually spoken to her before you arrived tonight?
No. I didn't think it was necessary to call, as I already had the invitation. What happened here, Lieutenant? Why would someone kill her?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. You have no idea.
No, of course not. Judy was a lovely person. Everyone loved her. I just can't think.
Lieutenant Ruby, Wayne, can I see you for a second in the living room?
What is it, Susie?
I think she's lying. I don't think she's related to Judy at all.
Oh? Well, why do you think that?
Take a look around this room. There are photographs everywhere, but I don't see one of Lois. Do either of you?
No, I don't. She did say they weren't close, though.
A convenient excuse for not having an alibi.
Maybe, or maybe Susie's right. It is pretty convenient that she just happened to show up right after the body was discovered.
So, is she not a sister, or is she really a sister, but her claim of reconciliation is a bunch of malarkey?
Good question. She mentioned sending Judy a letter. Let's see if we can find it. It wasn't in the bedroom. I would have noticed it.
I have Palmer Jones' address. What are you guys doing?
Looking for a letter that probably doesn't exist. Don't just stand there. Help!
Yes, sir. Suze, who is it a letter from?
Lois Summers, the woman who just stormed in here.
Oh. There's something about her.
You too, huh? What do you think is off?
I don't know for sure. It just feels like everything that she does and says is overly dramatic, like she's acting.
Oh, you are wasted, husband dear. You should be a full detective and not Wayne's gopher.
Yeah. About that?
Oh no, did you get passed over again? What a bunch of idiots. Don't they know what they have in you?
Hang on, honey. I didn't get passed over. I'm getting promoted to detective first of the year.
Oh, Danny! Congratulations! There's a but. I can see it all over your face.
There is. If I accept it, I have to transfer, probably to the San Fernando Valley North Hollywood station. We won't get to work together anymore.
Oh, that's okay. This is too important for you to refuse. We'll get our time together.
Are you sure? I just hate the thought of you being the...
I'm more than sure. Things will be so much worse if you don't take it, because you'll regret that decision for the rest of your life. And even if you don't mean to, you'll put the blame on me and our relationship.
Oh, but... Yeah, I guess I would, wouldn't I? You're sure you're okay with it?
I'm positive. Now let's prove to the world you deserve this promotion.
Hey, I told you to get cracking, not to kiss your wife.
My fault, Wayne. It's not every day I find out I'm married to a detective sergeant.
Oh, that. Well, you aren't yet, Feeley, and don't forget it. Now get to work.
Yes, sir. I don't see a single photo of Lois Summers in here anywhere.
What was that?
We better go find out.
Oh, did anyone get the license number of that truck?
Oh, I hope they did, because I want to pound that driver.
What happened?
There was someone hiding here in the study. They snuck up on us and hit us with something before we could even turn around, then ran out the door. I didn't see them, Eddie, did you?
Oh, I just saw a flash of something black as I hit the ground. Oh,
Yikes. Whoever it was hit you with a statue. You're lucky you're still alive. As it is, you'll both have nasty bumps. Danny, go get some ice, would you? And a couple of towels?
Sure thing.
it must have been someone who's in cahoots with Lois Summers. She's gone too, unless they kidnapped her.
No, you were right the first time, Big Brother.
Oh? Why are you so sure about that?
Because I distinctly heard her say, and I quote, "Good job. That ought to keep them down for a while. Now let's get out of here." Oh, ow.
Well, they underestimated the thickness of your skull.
Hey!
Here's the ice. So, that woman isn't the victim's sister. Is she the killer? If she is, why did she come back? If she isn't, then is the second person a murderer? What was the motive in either case?
All really great questions, Feeley. Now come up with the answers.
Those really are good questions. If Lois Summers isn't Lois Summers, who is she? Who is hiding? Did they want the Christmas jewels? Or are we all completely off track? All will be revealed after a delightful message from our equally delightful sponsor.
Thank you, Mr. Stygian. A delightful and very Merry Christmas to you. All of us at Maison de Velour would like to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas as well. We love to make our wine, and we love that you love to drink it, or use it in your favorite recipes, or gift it. Or whatever it is you do with our product that makes you happy. Me, I'm going to snuggle up by the television Christmas Eve with a bottle of that luscious pink Lambrusco. Or maybe that new one that I love to say so much. Asti Spamonti. Thank you. Or maybe even both. That's right. Both of them. However you celebrate, may your holidays be as wonderful as all of the products brought to you by Maison de Velour.
Yes, well, it's time to get back to our thrilling tale. Our heroes have a few things to tell us, so I will let them catch you up.
There's not a whole lot to tell, not at this point. We went over every inch of that house and grounds. We didn't come up with a thing. Or a person who wasn't supposed to be there. There was no mention of a sister anywhere, so we were convinced that Lois Summers wasn't Lois Summers. We did have a bit of good luck, though. One of the uniforms saw a car drive off right after it happened and got most of the license plate.
Score one for the good guys. All the police went to the station to try and track down the car, while Eddie, Susie, and I headed for the home of Palmer Jones. Ooh, head. Oh, bad choice of words. Mine was killing me. I could only imagine how Eddie felt. He got it worse than I did.
It hurts.
He didn't complain once, though I'm pretty sure he took a nap on the drive over to Jones's place. That place. I expected a natty little cottage in the West Hollywood area with the way he dressed and acted. Instead, we pulled up to an apartment house near the La Brea tar pits that had seen better days.
Oh, you sure this is the right address?
Positive. I checked it with Danny twice.
Well, there is a P. Jones listed on the directory. Apartment 4.
Maybe he went out to dinner.
This late? On a school night? I doubt it. He's definitely the type to be in bed by now. I'll try the bell again.
Well, maybe he isn't who he appears.
Hey! What's with all the noise? What do you want?
We're looking for Mr. Jones.
Yeah, so?
Do you happen to know if he's in? It's really important we speak with him.
You... Excuse me. You want to talk to Palmer? What do you want with him?
It's a police matter.
Police? You sure got the right... You sure you got the right guy? The right Palmer Jones? Nah. Have you ever met the guy? He's the last guy I'd ever think of to break the law.
We have reason to believe he might be in danger, and we wanted to make sure he's okay. He's not answering the bell. Do you know if he's home?
Hey, now. You won't be kidding about that, would you?
Do I look like I kid?
No. You look like you could scare the dickens out of anybody, including me. He should be home. He's always home by 8, even this time of year.
Why don't we all go check? I promise I'll protect you from the big, bad James Edwards.
James Edwards, the Flatfoot?
And Susie Feeley and Will Ruby.
No kidding! I heard of all you guys. Wow, this must be serious. All right, come on in. This place is upstairs in the back.
Mr. Jones, James Edwards and Will Ruby. We have a couple of questions.
Mr. Jones, it's really important we speak with you.
I don't like this. He'd never not answer, even if he didn't want to talk to you. One I should open up?
I'll do it. Hand me the keys, then step back just in case.
Oh, it doesn't look like he's here.
Yeah, someone was, though. Can't believe he'd live like this. What a mess. Did you see Mr. Jones come home tonight, Miss?
It's Mrs. Colleen McGinty. I'm a widow. And no, I didn't. I don't always see him at night, though. I like to watch my programs on the telly.
Did anyone you didn't know come to the building today?
Nobody came except the meter man. Though it wasn't our regular man.
Do you remember what he looked like, young lady?
Why, yes, I do, young man. Let's see. He was tall, like you, and blonde, like you. Not nearly as handsome, though, and not nearly as charming.
No, thank you. We're going to need to get the fingerprint men over here. Mind if I use your phone?
Not at all. My flat's downstairs.
We'll stay here and look for clues.
Oh, good. That means I'll have Prince Charming all to myself.
Poor Will.
I think he can take care of himself. How about Palmer Jones?
If he even needs to.
Yeah, I noticed it too. This place looks like it was ransacked, but if it was done very neatly. Nothing is broken.
He could have done it himself, but why? To make someone think he'd been burgled?
Maybe. Maybe he wanted a potential burglar to think he'd already been hit. Or maybe someone did it as a warning. But why any of this, if he was just a victim of a petty theft?
Good question. He didn't think it was a petty theft, though, according to you. He said the brooch that was taken was valuable.
Lapel pin, he was adamant about that. There has to be a connection between him and Judy Summers and that party and the thefts. Can't be a coincidence. But what?
I don't know. Hey, do you see what I see in that bookcase over there?
What?
Looks like a photo album. Maybe there were more pictures from that party.
Yeah, look there. There's the one he showed us yesterday. And there's another one from another angle.
Huh. I didn't notice that before. Do you see what I see?
Judy Summers is in the background.
And so is a big blonde man.
Of course, there were no names on the back of that photo. That was okay. We had other ways of finding out who he was. Eddie and Susie stayed at Palmer Jones' apartment to wait for the fingerprint men and look for more clues while I took the photograph to the Hollywood police station. Lieutenant Hadley was still there, something he was not happy about at all. Someone a little less peeved to be at the station was Roberta. I asked her to come just in case she had seen the blonde guy without realizing it and could recognize him from the photo. If she did, we had proof everything was connected.
Will Ruby and his girlfriend are here, sir.
Swell. Just swell. Doesn't anyone go to bed in this town?
He's just trying to get the case wrapped up.
Yeah. Let him in. Have you gotten anywhere with that license plate?
Not yet. R and I came up with a bunch of possibles. I'm going through the list.
Well, do it quick.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant Hadley, sorry to barge in again.
That's okay. The quicker we get this case solved, the better.
Agreed. Oh, by the way, this is Roberta Maxwell. She was with me when Judy Summers was robbed. I'm hoping the photo Eddie and Susie found sparks her memory.
Oh, so you're the one.
I'm the one. I'm the one what?
The one behind Eddie's need for an alias.
Oh, well, not exactly. It was my former writing partner who actually...
Yeah, skip it, I know. I also approve for what it's worth.
I'm glad to hear that. So where is this photo you want me to look at, Will?
Photos, actually. I want to take a look at the Rogues Gallery, too, and see if we can find a match.
Yeah, Feeley figured you'd want the mugshot books. Here they are.
Thanks. And here's the photo, Roberta. Judy said he was wearing a pinstriped suit and a flowered shirt when he robbed her.
A flowered shirt.
Yeah, roses. We think he might disguise himself as a woman for other robberies, and he was wearing that disguise under his suit.
Wow. At least that would narrow down your suspect list. Yeah, I think I remember seeing him run past us. Or someone very like him, anyway. It's the blonde hair. There aren't a lot of blonde men around. Not even here in Hollywood.
And you know 2 of them. Okay, let's take a look at the books.
What exactly did you find at Palmer Jones's place, Will?
A love-starved landlady in a very carefully ransacked apartment. Eddie's convinced Palmer did it himself, though whether he did it to throw off a crook or us, he's not sure.
Probably both. Any luck over there?
No, not yet. It's funny to see Kramer Evans in this picture. I see him every day, but never looking so casual.
You do? So you know him?
Oh, sure. He does his show at our station. I'd say we're friends, in a professional way. I've helped him with more than one script, anyway. I almost went to his show tonight, actually, but I decided to go home and wait for you instead.
Oh, what a gal. And what do? I show up late and drag you to a police station. Is there any chance he's still at work?
Maybe. The show just finished. Why?
If this guy was at his party, then he probably invited him, which means he knows him.
You're right. Let me make a call.
No, don't bother wasting the time and dime. We'll just go over. We'll be back, Lieutenant.
You can call me Wayne, Will. Leave the picture with me. I'll keep going through the books.
Oh, thanks, Wayne. Let's go, Lady Writer.
Oh, not him. Or him. Him either. Ugh.
I've got the license plate narrowed to 3 people, sir, but I think only one of them fits. One is Betty Rogers, age 62, lives in Pasadena. Couldn't be her. The next is a Douglas Beatty, 27, lives in Whittier. He's on a tour of duty in Germany and has been for a year, so it couldn't be him either. His mother has his car, and it hasn't been out of the garage, according to her. So the car has to belong to Rufus Evans, 31. He lives near Sunset in La Brea, according to his records. And he's done time for theft. Just got out, in fact.
Rufus Evans, huh? Let's see if we can find him in here. Yeah, here he is.
Looks like that guy in that picture to me. Is that Kramer Evans?
It is. Hey, you don't suppose...
It sure would explain why a 2-bit thief is at a celebrity's party.
Yes, it would. Find Eddie.
You won't have to go far. What's going on?
We just figured out who the blonde guy is.
Rufus Evans.
Kramer Evans' brother?
That would be a logical guess. Will's girlfriend is pretty sure he's the one who robbed Judy Summers. She caught a glimpse of him running past.
That seals the connection. Where's Will now?
He and Roberta went to the radio station. Roberta knows Kramer Evans. They were going to ask him if he knew the blonde guy in the picture.
Uh-oh. Kramer could know what his brother's been up to and might want to protect him. Or
he's in on the whole thing. We better get to the station and quick.
Phew, man, this place is humming, even this late at night.
It pretty much never closes. There's always something going on.
Oh, hi, Roberta. Will, what are you doing here this time of night?
Hi, Artie. What are you doing here this time of night? I thought you were the daytime security guard.
I'm filling in. Flu's been going around, you know.
Yeah, I had it myself a couple weeks back. Whew.
We came to see if Kramer's still here. I need to ask him something.
Oh, well, yeah, he should be. Haven't seen him leave. He might be in the studio still. He likes to talk to fans after the show or, his dressing room.
Thanks. Now let's try the studio first, Will.
Roberta, darling, what are you doing here? And who is that dashing young man?
Hi, Diana. This is my boyfriend, Will. Will, this is Diana Armstrong.
Oh, I know. I have all your records.
Charmer. So what are you two doing here?
Looking for Kramer. I have to ask him something.
Well, he was here just a minute ago. I think he went off to his dressing room with a press agent or someone.
Thanks.
Oh, come back soon, tall, blonde, and gorgeous, and see the show. If Roberta can't get you in, I will.
Thanks. I remember that.
You'll remember that?
It was the only polite thing I could think of to say. You've nothing to fear, dear. Even if I was single, she's about 10 years too old for me, not to mention farther down a whiskey bottle than I'll ever get in a month.
You're such a clown. I hear the dressing rooms. Kramer's in that one over there. Kramer? It's Roberta. Sorry to bother you, but I have a question for you.
Come in.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not alone.
No, he's with the man we've been looking for, and the woman who isn't who she claims to be.
Will Ruby, the detective. I thought you'd be out of commission for a lot longer after that bonk you got on your noggin. I guess we'll have to finish the job, won't we, honey?
Yeah, that'll make 3 we have to rub out. Him, that girl there, and you, Kramer.
This place is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. How the heck are we going to find them?
I'd suggest asking at the front desk, but there's no one there.
You two look a little lost. Can I help?
We're looking for Will Ruby and his girlfriend. Your voice sounds very familiar. Have we met?
Not in person, but if you ever listen to the radio, you've probably heard me. I'm Clint Arthur. I play Sergeant Feeley on the case files of Eddie James and about 50 other roles right now.
You're Danny Feeley.
Just on the air. The real police can have that job. Who might you two be?
James Edwards and Susie Feeley.
Susie Feeley and James Edwards?
You sound like you've heard those names before.
I sure have. It's an honor to meet you both.
Clint, I thought you went home.
I was about to, then I ran into these two. May I introduce James Edwards and Susie Feeley?
Whoa, say who?
You heard it right. You're Barney Fuller, man of 1,000 voices.
Oh, yeah, wow. I never thought that I would actually,
Well, you have now. I hate to cut this short, but we're in a hurry. We're looking for Will Ruby and his girlfriend. He said something about coming to see Kramer Evans.
Oh, yeah, sure. Kramer's probably in his dressing room. We can get you in. Hey, Fred, these two need to go see Kramer. They're okay. There you go, Mr. Edwards.
Thanks.
And thank Lorraine for taking such good care of me. I approve, for what it's worth. That was creepy.
Why, you approve. You said so.
I do, but I never expected to tell any of the actors that. I approve of Clint playing Danny, too. There's Kramer Evans' dressing room.
Door's open. I don't like that. And I like this even less. It's empty.
Not quite. That's Will's business card on the floor, with what looks like the initials K.E. written in lipstick on it. What do we do now?
Call Wayne. Then we go to rescue them. I think we both know where they went.
You don't have to do this, Rufus. I won't turn you in.
I do have to do this. You wouldn't help me beat the rap. Then you took the stuff I stole and gave it away to your friends?
I thought they were Mother's. They were in her house. You were in jail when she passed away. Not that I would have thought to ask you about them anyway. Why would I think a bunch of Christmas jewelry was yours?
They are mine. I stole them fair and square from that jewelry mart downtown. Me and Tony Sereno. It was his idea to grab stuff during a Christmas sale, 'cause it'd be too busy to catch us. It only worked for him. He got off scot-free, and he got most of the goods while I got sent up. That made me mad. When I found out he gave part of our stash to his wife Judy, I got madder. So I got revenge.
You mean I got revenge for you?
You killed Tony Sereno. Did you kill Judy Summers, too?
Not me. I don't shoot people. I just hit them with cars.
I shoot him.
Why?
She had my stuff and she wouldn't give it back.
Yeah, how about Palmer Jones? Did you shoot him too?
No, I just took my pin back. Him and Kramer have been friends for years, and I knew he liked that kind of stuff, so I knew Kramer would have given him something. He's gotta have more. I'll have to go get it after I finish with you guys. Then I'll get the rest of my stuff Judy had. You know what made me the maddest? Having to go find my loot. Do you know how many people I had to rob before I found the right stuff? I should pound you all, then shoot you.
Just leave it be, Rufus. You push this too far and we'll get caught for sure. Just shoot them and then we'll go to Mexico. You won't miss the rest.
No! I want it all! Sure, it was Tony's big idea, but I'm the one who took the fall. I deserve all of it, and I'm gonna get it. And nobody's gonna stop me. Not a flatfoot, not even my own brother. Not this time. All of you, down the hall now. Kramer's got a recording booth down there. It's soundproof. No one'll hear you getting it in there.
They're here, all right. That's the card Danny said belongs to Rufus.
Will was smart to put those initials on his card before he dropped it.
I don't hear anything. Maybe they're upstairs? It doesn't look like there's a basement.
More likely the recording booth. I've seen magazine articles about the one Kramer built in his house. Best place to assassinate people without being detected.
Yikes. That means it would be impossible for us to sneak in there. So now what do we do?
We've got the place surrounded. You really think they're in there?
Yeah, car's here. Think they may be in a soundproof room, though.
Swell. Nothing like making it difficult. I wish someone would make it easy, just once.
What's the situation?
Eddie thinks they're in a soundproof booth.
Oh, swell.
That's what I said.
That actually might help us in one way, come to think of it. We can't hear them, but they won't be able to hear us either. I say we sneak in and cause a commotion big enough for them to hear even in there. We can grab them when they come out.
I hate it. I also think it's our only option.
I agree. We better get my little brother out of there in one piece so I can give it to him afterwards. I hate having to come in and rescue him.
No, you don't. You hate worrying about him. Because, well, you know.
Yeah, shut up.
We better get going. Time's not on our side. How do you want to do this?
Susie and I will go in first. While we're doing that, draw your men closer.
I hate having to rescue you too, you know.
I know. I hate having to rescue me. Don't worry, Wayne. I won't give either of us the pleasure. Give us 2 minutes.
I'll go with you, and don't try to talk me out of it.
I hate rescuing you too, you know.
Back at you, honey.
If I was a recording booth, where would I be?
First floor, back of the house. That way.
Should we tie them up first so they can't get away?
Nah, where could they go? The only way out is this door, and I'm standing in front of it.
Found them, and it sounds like just in the nick of time. Now, how to create a diversion?
I know just the thing.
Pots and pans. You're a genius, Sergeant Detective Feeley.
I know.
Okay, percussion section. Hit it!
Hey, what?
It's Tony's ghost! He's come for revenge!
He ain't getting it. Not today! Hey, what gives?
You! I'll take that gun!
Oh, no, you won't!
Get out of here!
You have excellent timing, Mr. James.
So I see.
You're not catching me. Let me out of here.
Oh, no, you don't!
I second that. Oh, no, you don't. I've had enough of you, you nasty cat.
I don't know who you all are, but I'm very glad you're here. Oh! Ooh!
Santa's helpers.
That was the gift that keeps on giving, pal.
Yeah, well, hopefully 50 years to life, maybe even the death penalty.
I am so glad we're all able to celebrate the end of that adventure.
Yeah, I second that exclamation. I'm also glad we're celebrating it at the Aloha Club, my favorite place.
What happened to Palmer Jones, though? Was he ever found?
Look at this! All of my new favorite people in one place, as well as an old friend.
Hi, Kramer. And the answer to my question.
I beg your pardon?
We were just wondering what happened to you.
Well, I went to Kramer's Palm Springs house to hide. I realized who Rufus was and knew he'd come after me, so I staged a robbery and left. I returned this afternoon.
Just in time to hear me sing. I hope you'll all stay for that.
We wouldn't miss it. Lieutenant Hadley here is a big fan.
You don't say! The feeling is mutual, Lieutenant. Just for that, I'll dedicate a song just to you. Come, Palmer.
Thanks a lot, Eddie.
You're welcome, Wayne. 'Tis a season of giving, you know.
Yeah, speaking of that, I'd like to give you a hearty handshake. You know, it's been a real pleasure working with you on this case.
It was okay, wasn't it?
It was more than okay. I'd do it again anytime, Will.
I'll hold you to that, Susie.
Hi there. The owner says this party is on the house to pick whatever you'd like. Oh, and she wanted to start you off with the champagne.
Oh, good old Flame, a friend of the end.
You know Flame?
I sure do. She's practically family. I take it you do too?
Yeah, I do know her. Knew her. It's been a long time.
Oh, now this is a story I need to hear.
Me too. And don't leave anything out. I know her too. From a different angle, so to speak.
Well, so do I, although I wouldn't have thought you to be her type.
Everyone has exception, George, even me. And on that note, I propose a toast. Merry Christmas to friends, to family, and to all of our favorite exceptions.
Merry
Christmas.
Oh, I like that sentiment. In fact, I think I'll steal it and repeat it. Merry Christmas to all of you, family, friends, and favorite exceptions. And while I'm at it, Happy New Year as well. A new year. Oh, yes, that reminds me of a story about a man whose entire life disappeared on the stroke of midnight one New Year's Eve. But I'll save that story for another time. This is Mr. Stygian wishing you a good evening and pleasant dreams. If you can.
Ahem. Thank you for listening to Eddie James, Will Ruby, and the Great Christmas Heist Part 2. Another thrilling episode from the Q Footsteps audio workshop, brought to you by Maison de Velour. Maison de Velour, American wines with the exquisite taste of a Parisian adventure. Treat your guests to a European getaway while staying at home with Maison de Velour. Stick around for special messages from our cast. Tonight's cast included Lauren Baumbauer.
Have a sparkly end of year into the new year.
Lisa Fredrickson.
Hey, everybody. Happy holidays. I hope your days are full of peace.
Val Kuhns.
Hey there. Thanks, everyone, for listening, and I really hope that you have wonderful holidays and a wonderful new year. I've got my fingers crossed.
Max Levine.
Thanks all for listening. All praise Cthulhu.
Mike Luce.
Hey, yeah, everyone out there have a great holiday season. And all right, it's me. Whatever you celebrate, I hope you enjoy it. And again, thanks for listening.
Richard Tatum.
Have a great New Year, everybody, and we'll get through it together.
And Keith Wright.
Thanks for your ears and happy Kwanzaa. If you don't know about it, look it up.
Story by Val Kuhns. Sound patterns by Val Kuhns. This has been a Q Footsteps production. How exciting was this? Happy New Year. Oh.
Woohoo!
All praise the cheese weasel!
Cheese Weasel.
Cheese Weasel!
Release the cheese, Weasel!
And the lampshade, because we haven't said that in a while.
Lampshade.
A lampshade!
So exciting I can't contain it.